AITA for giving my partner a marriage ultimatum after 10 years of dating? For the past 10 years, I, 32F, have been dating my boyfriend, Jake, 34M. We met in college, and honestly, from the beginning, he was like a dream come true. Jake's thoughtful, incredibly smart, and he always knew how to make me laugh. We clicked instantly, and we had our whole lives ahead of us, so getting serious about marriage never felt urgent. But as years passed, that feeling changed for me. After our third year of dating, we began having talks about marriage. At the time, Jake said he wanted to be established first, which I understood. We were still young and figuring things out. I assumed we'd get married eventually. Then we hit 5 years. By then, almost everyone around us was getting engaged, and I was honestly starting to feel left out. Jake's response was vague again: "I just don't believe in marriage as a piece of paper to show our commitment." He assured me he wanted a life with me, and I convinced myself that maybe marriage wasn't a deal-breaker. Fast forward to last year, around the 9-year mark, and we had yet another "where is this going?" conversation. This time, Jake said he wasn't ready financially, that he wanted to save up and do it right because weddings were so expensive. It felt like a convenient excuse, especially since I was willing to have a smaller, more affordable wedding if that would make him feel comfortable. And then there was the incident that happened 2 months ago. My best friend, Clara, was hosting her engagement party. After a few too many drinks, Jake ended up in a deep conversation with Clara's fiancé, who asked Jake why we hadn't gotten married yet. Jake's answer, which he didn't realize I overheard, was a half laugh, half shrug: "Well, if it ain't broke, right?" This hit me harder than I expected. After 10 years, I felt like he saw me as someone he was settling for, rather than actively choosing. I tried to bring this up after the party, but Jake brushed it off, saying he was just trying to be funny, and that we didn't need a piece of paper to make our relationship legitimate. But I could feel my patience wearing thin. I gave him one last chance. I planned a weekend getaway, thinking some time away would help us talk things over calmly. But then, on the second night of our trip, I found Jake texting his ex, Julia, who he hadn't spoken to in years. When I asked him why he was chatting with her, he got defensive, saying it was just catching up. This all felt like too much. I confronted him, finally, saying I couldn't keep waiting if he wasn't serious. I said, "After 10 years, if you can't see a future with me, I'm done." Jake said he was shocked, hurt, and that he thought I was trying to trap him. I didn't want to believe it, but that's how he truly felt. After a month of back and forth, I gave him a hard deadline: either we get engaged, or I'm leaving. Jake accused me of giving up on the relationship over something so trivial. It feels like I've lost so much time and energy waiting for him to come around, but now I wonder if I was wrong to give him an ultimatum in the first place. So, AITA?